Hey, Duke Jackson, it seems like I'd be streaming all my life, man, today, but I'm on here. 4 video dropped on this channel today. I'm just so glad to have all you brothers in the chat. For those of you who are going to be watching a restream, we also are thankful for you being here. Make sure you like the video and then just enjoy yourself. Today, typically I do a business show, at least on one of my channels every Saturday. And I wanted to kind of give back to this, kind of black male online community with a pretty good show with our brother, one of our entrepreneurs. And we'll want to talk about here's a small business that black men can start. We know a lot of brothers out there might be looking for an additional income, might be looking to do something a little bit different. So we wanted to bring one of our brothers here, one of our business people here, very popular in Black YouTube, the Andre Hatchett YouTube channel. He's going to share some things with us. What's up, brother Andre?
What's going on, player? Happy to be here. What's up, everybody in the audience? Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, man, here to talk some business, man. It's been a few weeks, but I missed y'all.
Yeah, man, we glad to have you back, brother. For those people who might not know who the Andre Hatchett YouTube channel is, go ahead and just share some things about what you talk about, what your channel is about, and what do you do?
They don't know me, man. People don't know, man. I fall off.
There's gonna be some niggas who might not know you, brother.
Just in case you don't know, I'm kidding.
Right.
My YouTube channel, it is about black men who need a pick-me-up, who need some inspiration, some motivation, some positive affirmations. I bring on other women and men, business owners, people who have been through some stuff in real life. I've been rerunning a webinar that we did, and it was titled, "If you are broke and stuck, here goes some game for you." So we touch on real estate, equity crowdfunding, people who are new entrepreneurs and people who are seasoned. Really just some serious, tangible steps to either help you feel inspired and get in the game, or something that will help you tweak what you're currently doing to help you elevate your business and your mind. It's a big deal. But the best entrepreneurs who I've seen, O'Shea, they know how to organize their brain and deal with their emotions on a high level. So that's what we're about, player.
All right, brother. Well, thank you so much. Let's talk a little bit about you yourself as an entrepreneur. How long? What kind of an entrepreneur would you consider yourself to be? There are different types, obviously. What genre of business is Andre in?
Andre is okay. So my entrepreneurial journey, I'm one of those old school cats, man. I was selling lemonade, O'Shea. I was selling candy at school.
Right.
I was shoveling snow with my brother and my friends growing up. I'm just an old school, get it out the mud type dude, man. Mm-hmm. And since then, I've elevated. I went from being self-employed, where I was doing everything myself, to now having a team. I have virtual assistants. I have employees. I've elevated. So now I'm more in the business owner / investor realm. I've invested in a bunch of equity crowdfunding companies as well. I've owned properties. Since I was 22. I'm in one of my new places now. Check that out. I'll fly out here. Yeah. So I guess I would consider myself a seasoned entrepreneur who's shifted more into the business owner / investor category.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And you also are like you're also in like small business education, meaning that you get money for teaching people how to do certain things. Also, that's one of the things that you do, right?
Yeah. Probably one of my best skills, if you don't mind me saying so myself, is I'm really good at helping people strategize what they want to do versus what they need to do versus what they have to do. So oftentimes people, that whole passion pusher argument, which is freaking annoys the hell out of me, has been pushed so much. People say, well, I have to be inspired to make money. No, you are broke. You need to make money. That should be your inspiration. Broke,
right.
Broke.
We ain't got it.
Yeah. There are other people like Dr. Meadows that were just emailing earlier.
Okay,
Dr. You want to say what's up? You know, of course, he's successful. He's probably got what, 10, 15, 20 properties, doctor. He's probably a millionaire, at least in terms of assets, if I have to assume. You know, he needs help with building his online academy. So he's already established, but he's gearing out. So I help him systemize his business. I'm good at helping people organize and systemize and cut out the fat. That's one of my top skill sets.
Right. Shout out to Dr. Meadows. I got an email from him earlier this week. Shout out to Alex Steele. Shout out to Brian Tim, brother Julian Brown, Broke Fire Broke. Really appreciate you, brothers. Let's talk about this, right? Because one of the things that you started doing while you after you bought your first house, let's talk about the first small business that you got into and what we want to talk about today. What is that business?
Okay, my first company that I started right after I've got you have a good memory, by the way. Right after I got my house was my mobile notary company when I was 23. House at 23. Business at 23. November 5th, I actually incorporated. I actually got to call my friend's birthday. He was there when I incorporated. Anyway, here goes my stamp now, commissions. Man, so, you know, back to the whole passion thing. And look, I do like passion. I am a believer in passion. I just know that Black men need to know how to make money, period. Okay. And they're 24 hours in the day. So you need to do something that, if your passion isn't paying you, you need to do something that will pay you up until you figure out that whole passion part of it. So my man, Ricky Simon, shout out to Ricky. I heard he was doing this thing. He was showing up to places and getting paid $75, $200, $150, being his own boss, and was there for like 15, 20 minutes or an hour as a long appointment. And I was working with autistic kids, and it was very rewarding work, very fulfilling work. Special needs kids takes all of your energy a lot of times. They might spit at you. They might go to the bathroom on themselves. They might try to scratch you.
That sounds like George Macon, but
George Macon's my man. Don't shout out George Macon.
Shout out to George.
I found with you right there. So I'm Jamaican, right? I'm old school. So I've always had a job, even though I was doing all those other stuff. I had a job. So I worked since I was 14. I worked as a cabana boy. I washed dishes. I did whatever I had to do to make income, because even an annoying job is usually better than not having any money at all, right?
Right.
But I knew I wasn't going to be a full-time career employee working until I'm 60 or 70, like a lot of our parents are doing and a lot of our friends are doing. Ain't no shame in that. I knew that wasn't my realm. So once my friends told me about Ricky's business, I said, Ricky, I need to figure this whole thing out. Can I shadow you? Can I take you out to lunch? So I went out with him for a day. I saw what he did. He said, Dre, you get the stamp. I'll teach you the business knowledge. And I've been paid from this business, I want to say every week, but just to play it safe, every month since I've started when I was 23 years old, and it cost me like under $500 to get started.
All right, let me just shout out to some super chats. Thank you, Focus Hard. Keep the good work, Snuggles. You guys need to have a show about the psychology of Black people on topics like this. Does not bring a lot of views. Unfortunately, it doesn't, but we do them anyway. Thank you, brother. JD Dubose, Broke Fire Broke from Gorigra. I think is his name. Hardworking man on YouTube. Hands on. Thank you, brother. What is this? What is this actual business? What is it?
Yeah, I have a mobile notary public business. So what I do is we go to people's homes and we notarize their important documents. We process their fingerprinting paperwork, and we apostille their foreign documents for attaches work as well. Usually a lot of loan closings, a lot of wills, power of attorneys, affidavits, and generally we're paid between $125 and $250 per appointment. I don't do a lot of jobs myself anymore. Every now and then I do, but here goes an example. I did a fingerprinting job a few weeks ago. It paid me $200. I had to print out 3 pages. I was literally there for 15 minutes. That lady was old. I mailed the documents back to her attorney. I was done, and I was paid up front. It was power of attorney. That one was the power of attorney. My friend, he did a job for my company, which is called Priority Notary Inc. as well. The The job paid me $200. I paid him $200, and I was on the plane, right? So then I'm middlemaning the service. Because you call I'm acting as I'm the contractor. I'm the contractor. He's the subcontractor. $100 while on the plane. Now times that by 5, right? Because it's with a little bit of marketing and some cold calling, you can get 5 orders in a day, $500 a day, and you can work from your cell phone and your computer if you don't want to do it yourself. So there's so many ways to go about it. It could be a signing service, or you could be self-employed. I just love what the business does because I have so many options from it, and I've been able to teach over 5,000 people how to do it as well. I have a student who's out there in the Bay, your side of town. She made $1,800 in a few days. She's like, I made $1,800 doing apostille work. She only does one service. She made $1,800 in a few days. So it works, man. It works. I actually want to touch on this, right? You guys have a show about the psychology of Black people on why topics like this don't bring a lot of views. No, we don't. We do not have to have it. And I say that respectfully. If I would have waited till things like this got popular, I wouldn't be so advanced now. I just have been doing. Here's what we got to do. You got to do the unpopular stuff and not worry about the shit getting fucking popular, fam. This kind of stuff isn't. I was watching your earlier show, and you know, I like fuckery sometimes. And that's not a view. I do. I'm with the shit. I just don't do it on my channel. But
right.
But I'll be there texting those shit behind the scenes, like, yo, this she can say that. The community. But anyway, you just can't wait when you're Black and positive. Like, it's just not as popular. Maybe I don't have the swag per se that some other people do who can bring in large crowds. Fam, I am cool with all of that. You do not have to come along. I talk to people who I can reach. I work with the willing.
Right.
I work with the willing. And if you're willing, I'll help you out.
Let me shout out to Brother Cortez Tucker. Thanks everybody for being here, man. I appreciate your support. Let's talk about this because now one of the questions I would have if I'm trying to get into this is, all right, well, what's the cost to get into this usually?
You can roll. You can get everything started from as little as like $250 to $300 to $500, depending on where you are.
All right.
You have to take a test in certain states. Some states you don't. You have to get a notary commission, notary stamp, and some other things depending on how far you want to go with it when you to get the ball rolling. But literally, $250 to $500. My friend Alexis, sister Alexis, she's out there in Maryland. She started a couple years ago. Her startup costs were exactly, I think it was $435. She said she had one day, O'Shea, where she made $620 after she was a few months in the game. $620, man, one day.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, because a lot of guys probably gonna want to know. All right, so the startup costs involved is most brothers are not gonna be tripping off that. But the thing about it is this: if you get certified as a notary, how do I get these people? How do I get these clients?
Yes. How do you get clients? You make yourself appealing. You market yourself correctly. So there's strategy you can use. Sorry. Email marketing. Email marketing is one of the best ways to do it if you know how to do it correctly, if your branding is tight. So I have 2 people who send that emails to me. Email marketing, here's what it does. It reminds old clients who you are and introduces yourself to new clients as well, right? If you have a good website or landing page, because most people in this industry, like, they don't have a good website or landing page or logo. So if you have a decent one and you're advertising on certain platforms, you will come up higher in the search engines and hence be able to know how to close, hence have a higher likelihood to close more deals. Also, in our class, what we do is we go over cold calling. A lot of people that have phone anxiety, where they don't know what to say on the phone, and a lot of people just haven't been taught business etiquette. So what we do is we show you how to become a boss over the phone, how to control the conversation, how to sell without being overly salesy, the most important thing, how to express that you are an authority figure in this business and that you know what you're doing. Because most people are more than happy to pay you a higher premium if you sound like you know what you're doing. So if she's charging 65, but you're charging 100, and you on the phone sound more confident, fam, it's over.
Let me shout out to everybody else here. So, you also you admit that this is not a sexy business, right? It takes some work. It takes some energy. When you always say that, what do you mean? Because I like the fact that you're transparent with brothers and letting them know, hey, if you do this, this is not a fly by night type of thing. What do you really mean that it's not a sexy business when you say that sometimes?
So with the show Broke that was on ESPN or one of those shows, it talked about how a lot of football players, they have their helmet on a lot of times, so they're not used to being seen. So when they got into business ventures, they wanted stuff that always had their face on it, where it's big, it's flashy, clubs, big fancy restaurants, businesses that have a high likelihood to go downhill, sink or swim kind of things, right? Those are what I might call a sexy business. This business, a lot of people, even though I talk about it, if you go to my Instagram page, I show you pay stubs, students give testimonials, people still say, oh, well, that's not gonna work. What about this? What about this? I'm like, family, look at all this stuff. It's still overlooked by people I talk to because it doesn't have the flash. A lot of our people, we want something that has the flash, something that we can brag to our friends about that we do. This is simple. This is what I call a simple business, a simple system, a needed business. I only like simple, boring businesses.
Okay.
I only like boring businesses. Why? Because people overlook them things. People overlook them. So yeah, it works. I get my phone to ring. Here goes my phone. I get my notary stamp, got stamped. I know how to do a few more things. I can make on a low end $500 to $1,000 a week doing it part-time if you follow my systems. It's just monotonous. It's just, you're there. Hi, how you doing? I'm Andre. Oh, like some water, Andre? Yeah, sure, have some water. Okay, here goes your ID. Thank you. Sign stamp, sign stamp. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great day. I'll see you later. That's nothing really overly joyous about that, right? But I'm fine. I don't care. I'll go out and have fun with my friends. So whether it's this business or another business, I encourage us to don't overlook something because it doesn't have flash. Like in the dating game, a lot of people overlook people, man, like, she's cool, but she's not a baddie. Like, can she cook? Like, do y'all do the, you know what I'm saying? How's the adult life? How's that? How are her parents? Does she have a good family? She's not a baddie per se. She's not an IG model, but you could go see them at the strip club. Who are you going to marry?
Right.
Same thing for chicks. I mean, like, he's cool. I just don't have that thing for him. All right, cool. Well, you're 35. You're getting older.
Right.
Like, you got to kind of figure this thing out, like which route you're going to go. So my business approach, man, I have been getting paid since I first started, every month since I first started. Every month. Okay. I'm 37 years old now. How was that, 14 years? Damn, it's a long time. It's like almost a third of my life.
Let me ask you this, right? Because you have some brothers out there, I mean, obviously, that might be like, all right, I'm already working full time as it is. I'm working 50, 60 hours a month. I don't really know. I mean, who is this business best suited for, right? Because you have people who have kids, people who have one or two jobs and things like that. Who is this business best suited for?
When I first started, I was doing this business part-time. I worked from 8 till about 3, and then I did the jobs after work. It worked fine. I made enough money where I was able to, I was making $100 a day at the job. So once I had a streak where I was making more than that consistently after hours, I was doing probably between like $200 and $500 a day. While having a job, I was like, this doesn't make any damn sense. I'm out of here. So I'll see y'all later. And then I started doing it full time, making $300 to $500 a day on average. And I about to average it out. It can work just on weekends. It can work during the daytime. It can work in evenings. It's totally up to you. Okay. So If you have a full-time job, don't worry about it. You answer the phone when you answer the phone. You schedule clients for when you're free. Hopefully they'll be able to work with your schedule. If not, then there are more clients out there. People need stuff notarized all the damn time. People need this service all the time. And you don't even have to run the business yourself. Let's say that you're home. You're a stay-home mom or dad, right? You're holding down the crib with the kids. If you can answer the phone and close deals, you can have other people do the jobs for you. I know I have students who haven't even done anything themselves. Maybe like 1 or 2 jobs themselves. They're like, yeah, this is cool, but I'm going to be the middleman or middlewoman. I'm just going to farm out and have other people do the jobs for me. And they're home and they're chilling. And they answer the phone. They get paid up front. They have the other notary go do the jobs, and they might make between $50 and $100 per appointment doing that, or sometimes even more than that. They do a few of those a day. So $50 per assignment from subcontracting it out 3 times a day. That's $150. $100 per subcontract job times 3. That's $300 a day. So if you can work, if you know how to keep stuff simple, if you can follow directions, you can make money in this business no matter which way you go about it. And I'm posting the links in the chat. If you guys want to sign up, we got a workshop tomorrow. It's free. If you guys want to learn more, that's cool. As you say, Dre, I trust you. I'm ready to enroll. Here goes some links. One is $297, so it's a 5-week course we have coming up. It's $297. Lifetime access, a one-time payment. You're in there. The class is regularly $1,000. Another one is our lifetime access to all our courses. It's almost $1,500, and that course, and that gives you every class we have, and it's usually $5,000.
Okay. Shout out to the brother Christopher Lombe. He says, unfortunately, we don't have the chance to do that in the UK. It would be nice. Guys, take advantage of being in America, right? Shout out to King Nick. Damn, why am I not already subbed to Andre Sub now? Let's switch a little bit gears, because we'll talk a little bit about this also. Now, you also own property. You have that. I've seen that nice house you're living in right now. How did this? Because a lot of times brothers don't understand how income from one thing, and Rom talks about that. Rom Wills about that business. Guys, if you guys haven't heard about Rom Wills about that business, it's actually a dynamite business channel, especially for brothers, right? People don't know that when you have incomes like, the side money, it helps you do other things. And I can attest that for myself from just being on YouTube, making my little money here and there. It's allowed me to get into other stuff that I normally wouldn't be able to get into. What has this money, extra income, been able to do for you with other stuff? And sometimes that might be the good thing for a lot of black men, right? A lot of times we think about, all right, extra income, but we don't think about what can I do with that extra income I'm earning. Let's talk about what that extra income has allowed you to do and other things.
Yeah, so Detroit is having a real estate auction.
Okay.
Excuse me. I don't have a job. I haven't had a job in 10 years, or maybe like 9, 10, 11 years, a long ass time. I was able to make a deposit for the auction from my notary money, whether it be me teaching or with me doing the notary public jobs. That money is able to help me go out and place a bid or multiple bids on some real estate that the city owns in Detroit over the next couple of weeks. That's a straight up example. Okay, well, this business might not make you rich, it might make you, just have a decent living, but if I can go get like a 3-family or old beat up building and fix it up with some friends, now I got $30,000 liquid, or I'm making like $2,000 a month from that building. Positive cash flow. I have equity in it and all that good stuff. And unless they're able to do that 2 or 3 times with the auction, after the auction, now I got some real stuff cooking. But it started with this. It started with this business. You can parlay and leverage a lot of things. It's all about starting something, starting something tangible that works. If you have a car note, let's say, man, I had a lady who was going to go get a PhD. She was like, Dre, I was going to go to a PhD because she thought education more income, which it works. a whole lot of times, not all the time, but a whole lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
She just didn't know another way that she could do it herself. She took the course. She was like, man, I'm not going to get no PhD now. I'm making what I would have been making after 6 weeks or 4 weeks of taking the course. I paid you, what did she pay? $300, $1,000, something like that. And now she doesn't have to be in $40,000 in debt and wait 2 years to make more money with the PhD. She took my course and now she's making money with that. The leverage possibilities you could, man, listen, if you're a disciplined man or woman and you know how to parlay things and leverage things, all you need is some daylight to really open up your whole mind on what you could do out there, Pepper.
Okay. Let's switch gears just a little bit. We'll come back to the notary. But a lot of brothers might say, you know, because they have a normal job. I know my brother Turf. He's a really good job for many years. You know, some brothers are doing really good. Some of you brothers have. I know my brother King Nick is always everywhere doing things all across the world. One thing that we need to do talk about is the real estate, right? You know, you've gotten with Sister Erica. You guys have actually done a lot of workshops. Shout out to brother RJ Rochelle. He's a notary. It's about a relationship building and doing the right thing the first time. Shout out to my brother. You see, he got that nice coat on. I don't know what that is. Is that pleather and carnations? But that's it. Look good on you, brother. It look good on you. Boy, it look good on you. You make it look.
Pleather and carnation.
Boy, it look good on you. Boy, I tell you, it look good on you. Don't nobody tell you different, brother. It looks good on you. Okay, it looks good on who? On you. No homo. A lot of brothers might not be interested in doing things like this, but let's talk about the real estate thing, right? And you also have courses on that.
I do.
Just we'll do that on a whole nother show. How has real estate, right? This ability to get this business off the ground, and now you can link up with other blacks. I mean, you have so many talented blacks that come on your channel, man. I'm actually envious. You have so many smart, brilliant people that come to your channel each and every day. You and Black Heights, man, you guys have really professional people coming to your positions. How does being in this notary business with the real estate allow you to link up with other professionals, black professionals, just to do other things and just to kind of get into that crowd, right? How does that? I mean, how has that elevated your life being around all these professional black people?
Man, I tell you, it's done wonders for the psyche, man. And once you master something, once you are known and established in one thing, you then have credibility. Then you're able to access people who are doing great things and maybe things on a higher level than you are. But mastery just parlays you into so many other avenues. But most people aren't able to have this kind of access to other individuals because they ain't doing nothing. People want to connect with people who are doing something. If you are doing something positive, and if you master something in the business world, you then will get notoriety from it, and then you're able to leverage that into other networking opportunities. I want to touch on something, O'Shea. Somebody said that if 10 people do this in the chat, then they'll be each other's competition. I don't know their name. I don't know who they are. But I'm going to say this, and I hope you don't get too offended. That is low-level thinking.
Get on, preach to him.
Low-level thinking is when you're worried about 10 people doing something and worrying about competition when the whole country is your potential client base. Every city and every state is your potential client base.
Look at Turf. He can't believe that nigga said that. You see that?
See, and this business or another business. Look. Yeah. I've been in this business for years. I have classes. I would love for you to enroll. Let me just get that out the way. I post links. If you enroll, I will get paid. I will help you. It will be a mutual. It would be mutual beneficiary. But I'm fine if you don't. I would love if you do, but I'm fine if you don't. Do not worry about competition in any business that you're in. You worry about being in the top 10%. That's it. Real estate agents, about 5 to 50% of real estate agents make about 85% of the money.
Say it again.
5 to 15% of real estate agents make about 85% of the money, and this goes all over the country. It might vary a little bit from state to state, city to city. Those are the numbers. the best rises to the top. So if you're worrying about 10 people doing something on a chat, when the whole country is your oyster, fam. I have students who email me and ask me constantly, oh, here goes some good shit. My homegirl in the Bay, she's so busy, she brought 2 of our other students under her wing, and now they're making money. One of them actually got fired from his job, and he was like, yo, Dre, I said the WhatsApp right here. He was like, Dre, you're a godsend. Cam hooked me up. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I doubled or tripled what I made at my job. He was making like $5,000 a month at his job. He like doubled or tripled that in a couple of months. So I know that was a harsh statement. If I offended you, I apologize. But that is low level thinking. Do not worry about competition in any industry. You have to worry about being in the top 10%. That is it. Top 10%. I don't want to hear about any. I'm on YouTube. So is Erica. So are you. We all make money on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. I have a real estate class. I'm sorry. I have a real estate class. I sold Dr. Meadows. More than one person needs to know about real estate, right? I don't care about. I have a few things that I've mastered. I know how to make passive income. I know how to become a top level mobile notary or have a company where I have people work for me. And I know about real estate, and I'm learning more about equity crowdfunding, and I'm pretty good about strategy. That's it. Those skills right there can help me become a billionaire. I don't need to know nothing else. Top 10% of any of those things, that's it. Sorry for the rant.
No. Let me be a nigga. Can I be a nigga real quick? Can I be a nigga?
Please do.
I don't want to mess the show up. But alternative financial medicine, Dre is the real deal. Love the topic, O'Shea. Doc, I actually going to give you Demons information today. Shout out to Dr. Meadows. Let me talk about this because and Brother Dwayne, good to see you, Omega Dreads. Let me tell you something, right? You guys know I'm working with the African Diaspora channel, aka Phil, formerly of the Advise Show. Phil. And you know, I have a project in Africa that I produce for his channel, vice versa. He gives me information to help me grow and just in general. And I collaborate with a lot of people. A lot of people on Black YouTube don't do it. But I will tell you what I see all the time. When you look at the YouTube community, non-Black people, let me just be honest, white people, they're always collaborating in the same industries. Let me tell you, the most competitive industry on YouTube, the smallest energy is what? Giving advice to YouTube content creators. You know, your Nick Nimmons, people like Brian G. Johnson, Tim Schmoyer, Daryl Eves. They give content advice to YouTubers. It's very small amount of YouTubers, right? That are real serious. Maybe 1 or 2 million YouTubers. Now, this is a very competitive niche, right? Because you're only doing, and Ravishing Slick, he has a podcast. You know what I'm talking about. All the YouTubers watch these guys. These guys are the gurus of YouTube content. They give advice to us. You would think that they would not want to work together because the niche is so small, right? It's only 2 million YouTubers. But what do you see white folks doing all the time? Go to Brian G. Johnson, you will see Nick Nimmon. Go to Think Media TV with Sean Cannell, you will see Tim Schmoyer. They're going to conferences together. They say, hey, we know this is a very small space. We only have about 2 million YouTubers that we can actually reach. But do you know what? We all help each other out. Let me do this real quick. Shout out to Brother Kenny Conjo. Look at this. I don't know if this is I'm a white Eastern European guy from Yugoslavia. I don't think Yugoslavia is no more. But look what he says. We all collaborate and try to help each other out in the trucking industry. Whether that's a real white guy or not, it doesn't matter. But I do know that's the truth. So as Black people, as African Americans in particular, Black in the Black diaspora, we are in too much competition with one another instead of trying to help one another. What's that old African proverb? You can get faster by yourself, but together we can get further, right? And a lot of brothers, man, it's like, why do y'all niggas even think like that? That's that nigga mindset. You know, you see, this is, I'm gonna get back to the business show. I'm gonna get back because I'll go on my tangent. This is why you niggas not gonna make it. Okay. Some of you niggas are not gonna make it in. You're just not gonna make it because number one, you a nigga and you can't help it. But you cannot, and you niggas not gonna make it if you get that. I'm trying to tell you, man, You niggas are not going to make it on that bullshit. And brothers got to start helping. Like brother Andre, I don't know nothing about this kind of content for the most part, but he do. So we can work together, put together a show. It give me good content, and then it brings 200 people over here that he probably couldn't get. So y'all got to start getting out of that and look at all these other groups that work together and come into your black community and kick your ass every goddamn day. All right, I was enough I had to say it. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so I mean, here goes the real time example. But Dr. Meadows, we probably done 5-6 webinars together over the years. He hasn't charged me. He could have. He hasn't charged me for one. But now when he needs help, I gave him all my contacts for what he needed, free. All my contacts. Right. Everything he asked for, all the contacts, he got them. Now that would have cost somebody else some money, right? But because he looked out, I reversed the favor. Once you know how cold you are, and once you know that there is an abundance out there and have an abundance mindset, you won't sweat all that little stuff. You'll play the long game. You'll play that long game and not that every penny thing. And look at that, and that's why I had to say that comment so direct earlier. That small thinking crap will have you thinking you can't do anything. How do you think you can't do anything? Now, real estate. I love real estate. I love real estate because of the leverage that it gives you, man. So I'm in the house now. I'm getting it ready. I got some furniture cracking now. I'm getting it tight. I have a backyard back there where I think I could build another house. Okay. I could build a whole other house in the backyard. And this house, because I'm pretty close to downtown Atlanta, I'm probably 3 to 4 miles. So I can rent out this whole house on Airbnb in a couple of months and make some crazy good money. Some crazy good money. I could probably get double or triple what I'm paying my mortgage if I rent out the whole house, and then I can leverage that to go buy another crib. But it all started for me getting one house, and then me starting this business, and then me mastering the business, and then teaching it. I didn't try to teach people what I didn't master. That's just not authentic. That's not real.
Let me ask you this, like, on average, and shout out to Brother Snuggles team together eat everyone achieves more thinking, brother. Eric C, he says, I'm getting your classes and email clients. Thank you, brother Eric. Thank you, Neutral Zone. Let's talk about this. How long would it take you? I mean, on average, let's go with you. How long did it take you to master this business? Whatever you would consider. What do you consider mastering? What's your definition of it? Just so I can.
It depends on different things. So I think the definition for me personally, mastery is different depending on what I'm talking about. So for the notary business, I would consider making over $2,000 a month consistently for a few months. So it probably took me after I got my license, I was probably doing that within 2 to 3 months. 2 or 3 months after getting my license. It was also like a very good time in the economy. I was doing a lot of loan closing. Things were cracking. So I try to tell people now what other students are doing, right? What have a past student success been? A lot of them had made money within 30 to 45 days if they followed the steps and kept it simple. 30 to 45 days, if they follow steps and keep it simple, and they're consistent. So I have people ask me, well, can you guarantee that I can leave my job in XYZ time? I'm like, no, I don't know you. I don't know your grind. I don't know if you overcomplicate things. I don't know that stuff. I know that I got a list of video testimonials you can watch here with people saying how much money they made. I got a 25-year-old brother named Brandon Moran. He made $360 in a day a little while after he took the class. And that's just one day. We don't talk every day, but he's crushing it. And he's 25-year-old kid. So the option is there. Are you going to follow through? Are you going to take it seriously? Are you going to prioritize the time to going through the notes? Are you going to pay the $297 one-time payment to potentially make, let's even go on low end, O'Shea. Let's say that you make $100 a week, right? You do a part-time and everything like that. You're paying to learn $100 a week for potentially the rest of your life, right? I'm giving the game. You have to make a small investment in yourself.
Let me ask you this, brother Andre, because you did mention something, and I want to talk about this because you said that when the economy is good. Now, I do got to ask you a tough question. We are supposed to go. I mean, we heard the things about the some of the geopolitical things with China. I know some of the truckers said that they have a little bit of a bad year this year. What about when the economy is bad?
Great question. Now, I do think there's going to be a recession. One thing I learned earlier on in this business, I was only doing one service the majority of the time. My focus was loan closings. Loan closings was really about 80-90% of what we were focusing on now. Loan closings were paying between like $80-$100 to like $300. Banks stopped lending. So the loan closing part of the business slowed down once the economy hit. But what did I learn from that? I learned that there are other services I can offer. So I focus more on general notarizations, the affidavits, the wills, power of attorneys, fingerprinting, and apostille services, timeshare closings, and structured settlements. That's where you work with companies like JG Wentworth, I Need Cash Now, those companies. And once I realized that, I was like, oh, there's a whole other world that I should focus on. So people talk about the whole about the whole 7 streams of income thing. I think that's not spoken about enough in detail. So with this business, there are 7 services I can offer. Right. So I don't have to go learn another business per se. I just have to learn how to do multiple services, and that will hold you over in any economy because someone needs something. There are seasons where different things might be more popular, but someone needs either an apostille done, a fingerprint done, a loan closing, a will, a power of attorney, an affidavit, somewhere done, right? And that is why I feel that this business is recession-proof, while I'm not worried about it. I know that I'm going to freak it anyway.
Let me ask you a question, right? Because you keep talking about these different the job can pay between. There's a range. I'm hearing sometimes $80 or $80 to $200 or $80 to $300. Well, then my question is this: maybe some brothers have the same question. Who determines how much I get paid per job? Because if it's the same job, then why does the pay fluctuate? Who determines that?
Yeah, a couple of things. One, it depends on where you are in the country. Certain areas just have a higher income standard than others. So that's one. Two is, okay, so I'm what we call a signing service, right? So client calls me, I charge the client one price, I pay the notary another price. If you get a call direct from a client, you could charge more money. So for the job that my friend did, for the client paid me $200, I gave him $100. At a similar job, the week before that, it paid $185. Again, on the signing service, I paid him $90. I made the difference. So if you're getting direct calls from clients, that's more money. If you're working with a signing service like I am, that's less money. Still good money, but it's less money. So location, and are you getting calls directly from the client?
Okay, that explains everything. Okay, so basically, the middleman thing is basically just being the hookup is definitely a way to eat. Okay,
yeah. Ways to get it done, man. You can get things done, man. You can get a lot of things done if you believe in yourself. So here's a learning business, right? But people say, what do I got to do to get started? What I got to do for this? What I got to do for that? And any business in general. Here's what I've learned from experience. If you know how to focus and dedicate time to one particular thing and give that give the majority of time and then move on to the next thing. If you have an abundant frame of mind, if you talk to winners instead of people who have a limited frame of mind, aka losers, you can get a lot of things done. I was talking to a guy recently, he's cool, right? Put people in categories. We as Black people, we don't want to call somebody a loser sometimes because they might have a different upbringing. They might, do. We don't want to categorize them. Bad mistake. Some people are Friday night friends. Some people are Sunday day party friends. They're cool as hell. But I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, man, what about this that you were gonna do? What about that you were gonna do? He's asking me about about going in with them on a house. I'm like, no, I'm not going in with you on a house. You don't finish fucking anything. You finish fucking nothing. You gave me 10 ideas that you were going to do. You followed through on none of them. So what makes you think now that I'm going to risk my income and credit, which I worked on my credit for a while, because I had a couple of years where shit wasn't really cracking like that. I was trying to do some new stuff, whatever. And now you want me to risk all that when you don't follow through on anything? No.
Right.
No, you have to be honest about your ability to follow through. And that's why I presented the equity crowdfunding to people, O'Shea, because I don't think everyone needs to be a hustler or be ultra focused. But then stay at your job, take your extra money, and then go invest with other people. Right. You have to be honest about who you are and about what you're willing to put in. But focus, dedication, know something, then move on to the next level. That's how you win in business, man. That's how you win.
No, you're right about that, man. So, yeah, dealing with these niggas, boy, I tell you. These niggas are something else, boy. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, you Negroes. All right, man. So let's see what we got here in the chat. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you, BMT. Wholesale commission is now illegal in Virginia and Illinois.
Yeah,
and guys, if you want to support the show, you can like the video, right? Thank you for the new brothers here. That's I'm seeing now coming out. I'm getting a little bit of new subscribers on my new page. You can like the video if you want to support by super chat. You can also do that. It's a little dollar sign. You guys can give money. But let me just do this real quick, Andre. Let's give a shout out, man. If you guys give your city and state, I learned this from Erica. We want to just acknowledge you, brothers, for watching this stream. 230 people, man, on a Saturday night. I really thank you. Thank you,
that's
brother.
Pretty good.
It's good, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And brothers be supporting, man. They be supporting.
Yeah, and with the guy, I don't know if it was a guy or a gal earlier who made those statements. I can't worry about who's not here. I'm happy someone's here. I'm happy someone's here, fam. I can't worry about that.
Thank you, Neutral Zone. All right, let's go ahead. We got my brother from, let's check it out here. Shabazz Enterprise, Birmingham, Alabama. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Cortez Tucker, George, shut up. Eric C, Baltimore. Thank you, my brother. Omega Dress, California, Mexico. Man, you better step out of Mexico, nigga, before they fuck you up. Al, Chicago, Illinois. M. Hines, Jacksonville. Thank you, brother. BMT from South Carolina. Good to see you, my brother. All right, damn, there's a lot of niggas in here. God damn, boy, y'all ain't going to the club. Ryan Matthews, Orlando. What up, brother? Lance Brown out of Fairfield, California. Thank you. Odinga, I think he's in New York or somewhere, man. Brazil. Jasper out and what up, light skin? I see you got that light skin cardigan. Is that a what kind of shirt you got on, man? You got half white, half black on the. I remember when Martin had that episode where he had half braids, half afro. You got a shirt like that. Remember that? Yeah, he was in the monastery. We got one of Martin Lawrence shirts. We got a half white, half black. Because you look light skinned. Is that a mulatto shirt, nigga? All right. Rich Black Man, Houston, Texas. What up? MGTOW Blade, H-Town. What up? DJ out of Oakland, California. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Kisei Escobar, thank you. Orange, Pepper One, Tallahassee. What up? Capitol Parking and my man in DC. Thank you, bruh. My brother Turf Orca, what's up, man? My brother Joseph Tucker, thank you from LA. Appreciate you, my brother, for being here. Anton, Chicago to OKC, man. What's going on, man? Y'all got rid of Westbrook. Real nigga radio. Real N-words get banned, get bread regardless. Right, I see you.
Man, he said real nigga radio.
Yeah. Dane Christopher, thank you from the Virgin Islands. Matt Animal Fitness, thank you, brother, from Arlington. Jersey City, New Jersey, thank you, my brother, from Jersey. My brother, Mr. Selfish, thank you, brother, for being here. All right. That's my brother Nicholas, Longside, New Jersey. Real Nigga Radio, Seattle, Washington. What up, RVR? The Bloke, Plantation, Maryland, Detroit. What up, Gabe? Hey, our brother, man, out of Detroit. I think he's somewhere in the East Coast right now. Eric C. What up? Leonard out of Reno. Man, what's going on? Mr. Infinitive, Huntsville, Hispanic, San Diego. You love black people because you always a nigga shit. E-Man, Chicago, low end. Bill from Pasadena. What's up, family? Good to see you, Mr. Mr. L out of the New Orleans. What up, Woody? ATL to Dallas. What up, Adept? All right, man. That's enough of y'all. George, French let me in at 9110 San Antonio, Texas. So, guys, we really appreciate you brothers for being in the chat, man. Thank you so much. All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right, Glenn out of Baton Rouge. All right, no more now, no more. All right, brother. So, anything else that you want to say, Mr. RJ Little Rock? All right. Anything else you want to say, brother?
I think I drove the point in, man. This has been a business. Oftentimes people ask me, how soon can I make money? How soon can I make money? It's a fair question because a lot of us are check to check. No shame in that. A better question is, how long can I make money for? What's the longevity with this business? And again, I was 23 when I started. I'm 37 now. I post paychecks and stubs on the page. Go look at it. We've trained over thousands of people who are getting it. If they follow the instructions and maybe they add their own little twist in it, and they're here and there, they're doing extremely well. Even people who don't follow through, they say, damn, Dre, you know what? The business isn't for me per se, but the systems that I've learned, they've taken that into their other businesses and they've eaten. So I feel very confident saying if you enroll in the program, you will learn something that will help you long-term, make consistent money. I feel very good about saying that. And we have a lot of proof to show you guys. So we have a free workshop tomorrow. I'll be going into depth about the course. And we have the links if you just want to enroll at a prorated price now. Either way, I hope you guys win and succeed. I hope I wasn't too hard on you, but I got to keep it real on here because I care.
Right. And we definitely thank you, brothers, for we're gonna try to build more of this kind of content, man. I've been extremely tied up. So which is now I'm trying to knock out all these shows and all this stuff right now. But I really thank you. Y'all check out my first video on my page. All right.
It's Olivia Pope. Yeah. I seen her on the gram and she's tight. What's up, Olivia?
MGTOW Blake, what's the website again?
All right, I'm posting the links here again. So you're gonna have the link to my real estate school. If you want to enroll there, you want to get some real estate game, come through there. And the other two will be for the notary course, and one will be for the free webinar tomorrow evening. So I'm giving you guys options. You need to learn a little more info before you enroll. That's cool. Come on out. You're ready to get it cracking tonight. Get it cracking tonight. I've had students who are 20 and students who are 70. They all eat. Florida, Texas, Minnesota. Yeah, I had someone in Iowa come through and they're making money now. Yeah, I know. Iowa.
Is niggas in Iowa?
There's niggas in Iowa. Niggas out there getting paid from this notary thing. So no excuse. If you're down to make it happen, fam, I'm going to help you make it happen. Small investment. $297 for the one course. That's 5 weeks. That's our intro course to get you started. That will get you self-employed. If you want to go all in, that's $1,500. That's every class we have, archived, old sessions and future sessions, fingerprinting, apostille, middleman, all that stuff. It is usually $5,000. If you go on, if you do a Google search of my name and look on YouTube, O'Shea did it. I probably have like a 97% approval rate for what I've been selling and teaching in my classes. So I dare say I'm the real deal. I stand by what I do, and I stand by giving people more than what they paid for.
Shout out to the brother Roflex. I'm too broke to donate. Thanks for the content. He gave some money. He gave 357, right? I nigga got some muscles. Nigga. I wouldn't be talking shit. See, some people that be in the chat, man. I don't talk to them. Cause nigga, what if you talk shit to him in the chat? You roll up on it. Hey, nigga, you was talking shit to me in the live stream. Nigga, I'm about to be like, look over there. Hey, nigga, I'm out of there, nigga.
Oh man, that's funny.
That nigga O'Shea fast, man. I didn't know he was Deion Sanders Jr., man. Shout out to Roflex, brother. Thank you for the support. Guys, all right, so I am going to do the brother peel, it seems like, tonight. So I told you this is my, you know what I mean? I got to get all my streams out during the weekend because I typically don't do them during the week anymore. I just can't. So, but guys, that's the IG. Thank you, brothers, for, coming over. It seems like there is a demand for this sort of content. We're definitely going to go ahead and, and keep it coming, man. But I do thank you so much. I appreciate you. Roflex, you got a fan? That's a big man. Oh my goodness. I wish
That's a big. Oh, okay. Olivia is cute, man. You better holler at Olivia.
I'm trying to see what's up. All right.
Cute.
All right, y'all. So, okay. Shout out to everybody. Peace out. And thanks again, Brother Andre.
All right, everybody. Peace. George Macon, what up? Thanks, fam. Holler at you soon.
Peace.
Peace.